Hey, what's going on guys, it's me Reload here today bringing you another new video, and in today's video is a storytime video. And you can tell by the thumbnail and title, or probably just the title, I got suspended in 8th grade. That's the only time I've ever got suspended. I never really got in trouble that much in school. Yeah, I'd say that. So 8th grade was going around, or rolls around. It's probably, I'd say the second quarter. We do like quarters. We do a first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. And each quarter is 8 weeks long, 9 weeks long, I think. So we're in school for like probably 40 weeks because of breaks and stuff. It's like 36 weeks, but plus breaks, it's like 40 weeks. And so it's probably like the second quarter, and I have a wood shop class or whatever. I don't remember what it's called, but it's something, it's really pointless and stupid, and I really didn't like it at all. I hated the teacher too, but I pretended to be nice to him because he was really nice to me, so, you know. And this girl, I had her in I think it was my second hour science, and then I had her my 7th hour wood shop class thingy. So I'm just minding, so it starts in second hour obviously because it's the hour I have before 7th hour, and so she starts talking to me. I was just being nice to her. I didn't really like her. I liked her as a friend, but I didn't, or well, actually I really didn't like her. I was just being nice to her, you know, give respect to get respect, you know, that thing. So I'm just being nice to her, and then she, for whatever reason, brought in, I think, 3 phones, and they were like Blackberries. And then the next day, she starts throwing pencils at me. Out of nowhere. So the first day she brings in 3 phones. She got them taken away from her. I don't know why. And then the next day she just started throwing. She had like 8 pens and 8 pencils and started throwing them at me. She was like my desk. Say my desk is, it's just like a straight thing. There's no, it's not like L desk or anything. It's just straight. So that's my desk. And then she's like, I'm here. Like, say it's like a bird's eye view. I'm here. It's a bird's eye view from what you're watching. I'm here facing this way. She has her desk like this, facing this way. So we're like right at the corner of each other, or of the table thingies. And she just started throwing the pencils at me, and I started giving them back. And then she wasn't getting caught doing this. She wasn't getting caught throwing the pens and pencils at me, because she would do it like when the teacher was not paying attention or looking away or whatever. She just kept on doing it, and she wasn't carrying as much. For whatever reason, I don't know why. But she was like being mean to me, and you know how everyone in in middle school, they're like, oh, if they're mean to you, they like you. And then she just continues to throw them at me, and she's like more careless about it, I guess I could say. And then I stopped giving the stuff she throws at me. I stopped giving it back to her, and then the teacher's like, why is there a bunch of stuff under your desk? Because it would like hit me, roll off the desk or whatever. And I was like, she's just throwing them at me. And my teacher was like, no, she's not. I didn't see her do that. I'm like, oh, you're right. You know, obviously, you know, I decided to put all of them on the floor instead of on the desk or somewhere reasonable. And then after I say that, she starts laughing. I don't want to say her name. I'll give her a code word name. Let's call her Haggis. Haggis starts laughing. So I have my teacher, and then the girl that liked me, his name is Haggis. I don't want to get that mixed up with the teacher. I like the teacher. She was really cool. But Haggis starts laughing after I say that, and then the teacher immediately knew that she did it. She is so stupid. Why would you laugh after something? It makes no sense. So then, you know, she came over and picked him up, and then she just kept leaning on me when she was like, she would like go down to she would bend down to get one of the pens or pencils, and then she would just like put all her weight on me, and I was like, what are you doing? I can't say that. The next day, she just, or for like probably probably like a week, I would say, she just kept throwing the pens and pencils at me. And then I swear to God, she threw scissors at me. That was like, say like for the rest of that week, say it was Monday, and then Friday was Friday. I swear to God, she threw a pair of scissors at me. I don't know why. But yes, she threw a pair of scissors at me. It makes no sense to me. She got caught doing that. And then the next week, I swear to God, she threw her chair at me. It's because she was throwing the pens and pencils at me again. So it was after Friday, so it's Monday, the next week. She threw her chair, or she kept throwing pens and pencils at me, and I wouldn't pick them up because I didn't want to. And the teacher knew if there was stuff under my desk like that, she knew it was from her. So I wasn't picking them up, and she was like a play mad at me, or pretend mad, whatever it was. And she got up and got her chair. It was like one of the basic plastic ones. She picked it up and just tossed it at me. I was like, what are you doing? So that was in my mind. And then she throws it, and it hits the desk really loudly, and then after it goes like on the desk, it falls onto the floor, and that gets everyone's attention. And then the Haggis is sitting there, and she's like, why wouldn't you catch that? I'm like, you threw a chair at me, are you retarded? So she got sent to ISS for that, or lunch detention, or some type of punishment. My teacher was like, what's going on? I was like, I have no clue what's going on. And then the next week, or later that week, I don't remember, she got moved, like, you know how I was sitting here, she's sitting here. It was like a U shape, and I was in the bottom right hand corner of the U, so I'm like right here. She was right here. She got moved across, and so we weren't close to each other at all. And she started throwing pens and pencils at me across the U shape. I wouldn't say across the room, because it really wasn't. It was like 10 to 15 feet, so it wasn't anything like too crazy, but it was across the U, and that was like half the room. It was literally like half the room. So she got caught doing that again, and then I think she either got lunch detention or ISS. I don't really remember. So I was like, what are you doing? You actually have to have... Well, I can't say that again. Great. I do like these hand motions. You can kind of see right there, but you can't even see it in the frame. My camera's so zoomed in. I have it so zoomed in because I want the background to be blurred. And I mess with the white balance or whatever, so it probably looks a little bit better. I don't really know. I know the colors are the same, but thumbnail time. All right. Thumbnail time done. And then in the 7th hour, she was just, oh my god, we were partnered up. We had to sit at the same table because it was like 2 per table because he didn't have that much room in there. And me and her were sitting together, and we had we had to do this little like coding thing for like a little Lego sensor. It was like $200 for each sensor. It was pretty cool. I really liked it, but she wasn't doing anything, and she just kept annoying me and trying to make me like, we had to do, it was like a if-then situation for like the coding thing with it was like, it would drive on a white table, and we would have like the side of like a road would be electrical tape, black electrical tape, and the sensor, we would just do like a RGB wheel thing. Is like if the sensor is reading like what number white is, I think it's like 100 and black is 0, it would be like, if it's on white, then it goes forward. If it's on black, then it would turn left. And I was trying to like code it to get like points for the day or for the project or what, I don't remember what it was called. And she would stop. She kept turning. We had these Apple laptops that like the whole school shared, and she kept turning it off, and I wanted she kept turning it off in the middle of my like programming. It's not really programming, but yeah, so she kept turning it off. I wanted to punch her so hard, bro. Right hand uppercut, make her lose her bottom teeth. The first few days, the teacher would come around and see what progress we made, and I got through it for the first 2 days, but then, or first few days. Then the days after that, of that week, I couldn't get anything done, and I told my teacher that like she was like distracting me and like doing stuff for me to not get it done, and he was like, all right, I'll keep an eye on her. And that like, so it was like the first 2 days I got the stuff done. Wednesday I told him. Thursday and Friday he saw her stopping me and distracting me. Oh my god, it was beast. She got sent to ISS for that, and it was awesome. It was really cool. So with all this building up, you know how they say like let go of your anger, like don't build it up? Well, I was building it up. I wasn't really like angry at her. It was just all this petty stuff. It was so annoying, not even worth it. I was like, you know, Rice Gum was popping at the time. I wanted to make a diss track. I'm basically a rapper, you know, so I was like, hey, I'll just make a diss track on her, and everything will be okay. The problem will be over. No, not at all. So I'd say, I think it was a Wednesday. It was a Wednesday. So Tuesday, and Monday and Tuesday, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna write a diss track on her. I was just telling all these people I was gonna write a diss track on her. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna write a diss track on her. I'm gonna just destroy her, like. So I was just hyping up this diss track, and I'll get to it in a second. So I was talking to my friend named Cole, and I was like talking to him, and then his brother and someone else walked up, to me and Cole when we were talking. We were talking at our lockers were like right next to each other. These two guys walk up and they're like trying to talk to me, and I was like, I wasn't paying attention because I was talking to Cal, or I was talking to Cole. So they start screaming my name so loud, where the teachers, like, it was between classes, they started closing their doors because we were being too loud, and it was beast. So then I stopped in the middle. I think I finished my sentence, and I just started screaming their names. So, like, literally, it was as loud as I could possibly scream because it was funny, and we just kept doing it. And then every day, that's how we would get each other's attention in the hallway. It was so funny, and the teachers were like, they were getting really upset about it. They wouldn't say anything because I don't know. They talked to each other. They're like, who are the kids screaming? Why are they screaming as loud as they can? It was so loud. It's like the 7th and 8th grade is like, the front doors are here to the middle school. 7th grade has this entire hallway, and then like it leads into like it's like center right side of the hallway, so it's not on the right side, but it's in like the center right. And so it goes here, and then 8th grade is this entire hallway, and then 6th grade is like, you go through the 7th into the 8th, and then it has a little area, and it like another hallway. You go here, and it has the gym is like right here, and then you keep going, the library here, and then up here is all 6th grade. It's actually really sick how it's laid out. In the middle, it has a bunch of offices, and on the outside, it's like a hallway around the middle, and it has all the classes. It's actually really cool. I wish they brought it back, but they're not going to reconstruct for my pleasing or whatever. We were being so loud. They heard us in the 7th grade hallway. I swear to God, that's what my teacher said. I don't know how to like have proof, but I swear to God they heard us in the 7th grade hallway because we were being so loud. We were in the 8th grade hallway, in like the middle of it. I wouldn't say, oh, we were so far away, but like we were in the middle of it. But they heard us at the end of the 7th grade hallway. Like, you know how the 8th grade hallway here, we're in the middle of it, 7th grade hallway is here. They could hear us all the way over here. When I have a blister on my hand from golf, don't worry about that. And like, we're over here, the other people are over here. We are so loud they can hear us literally like basically across the entire middle school. So no, that was Tuesday. Wednesday, I make the diss track. I put it up. It gets 72 views in the first 5 minutes. It was gonna go viral. I'm telling you, it was gonna go viral. Oh my God, I can't talk. No, so all the screaming stuff was on Monday. Tuesday was when I wrote the diss track. Wednesday, it like the next day it has over 200 views. It's awesome. I'm so happy. Everything's going according to plan. I didn't get to see the girl throughout that week, the Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, because I think she was in ISS or LSS. I don't remember. But she wasn't there. I didn't have to deal with her. I was popping off on YouTube. I literally had like 15 likes and 70 views. That's like at the first 5 minutes. It was beast. So Wednesday rolls around and the girl is there, and she somehow finds out I made a diss track on her. During the whole school day, I didn't see her. I don't know why, but I didn't see her through Wednesday. But it was at the end of the school day. I'm walking, because I remember I had my bag on and I was leaving, but then I went back into the hallway, or like, I was walking down the hallway, but then I remembered I forgot something, so I went back and I run into the girl. I didn't like run into her, but I saw her, and she's like, "I'm gonna kick you in the balls so hard," because I didn't know she saw the diss track. So I just continue and I go home, and after I get off the bus, my mom calls me, and immediately she's like, "What did you do?" I was like, "What do you mean? What?" And she was like, "What? Why did we get a call from your school?" And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. She was like, "All right, I'm gonna talk to you when I get home." And I was like, my heart was beating so, like right now I'm getting, oh my God. Anyway, I'm like, it has to be the diss track. It has to be the diss track. So for what? I was 8th grade. 8th grade was MWR and NW because I was 2016. No, I was 14. I didn't know any law stuff related. I knew a little bit, but now I know a lot more of like laws and stuff. So I know what I can use against myself or for myself or something, so it won't make it as bad as it is. So I try to email myself the video that I had on YouTube, because instead of privating it, I just deleted it, and it was so dumb, bro. I deleted it was gonna go viral. I'm telling you, it had over, in the first day, it had over 200 views. So I delete the video. I thought I emailed it to myself, but I guess not. I delete the video. my mom comes home and picks me up and drives me back to my school where my dad is waiting, and we are all gonna go into the office. We go into the office. They downloaded the video. They downloaded the video and showed it on like it's like a square monitor, one of the really old ones. I don't know if they still have it, but it was like 4 years ago, so they might still have it. And they show me, my mom, and my dad the video of me dissing Haggis. So after we see the video, my principal was like, you know, we could get you for sexual harassment. And at the time, like I said, I didn't really know any laws or anything. So I was like, oh, I don't want to be a sex offender. How would that be sexual harassment? I made a video on her. It's a complete lie. There's no way that can be sexual harassment. But at the time, I was so scared. I didn't know what I was hearing because I was like, I'm going to die. Obama is going to come kill me and I'm going to be hung in public. They tell me to get out of his office and go into like the office. And I sit outside and I wait and I'm so scared. And they all walk out. Like a few minutes later, they all walk out and oh my god. So we all start talking. Well, not we all, but my principal starts talking again. And he goes, you're going to be suspended for 8 days for sexual harassment and cyberbullying, I think it was. Even though I think cyberbullying is illegal, even though I haven't seen one person get arrested for it. They were like, if you didn't put, it was her first name, her last name, and then diss track. So Haggis, IKEA, diss track. If I didn't have her name in there at all, none of this would have been, like, nothing would have happened. But I decided to do exactly what I shouldn't have done, and I put her first name, last name, and diss track, and I got suspended for 8 days for that. And my punishment was we had like a fountain in our backyard. It's completely, like, even if you check in the vlog, it's completely gone now. But I had to take out all this metal stuff. Like, it was like a edger thing. It was like, it would stop the grass from growing and you put it in the ground so you can have like a pathway somewhere. And I had to take that out. I had to get all the rocks and stuff out, and I had to fill everything up with dirt. And it was so, I mean, it looks really good now. I always forget how I did it because I was a retard. So my punishment was I had to wake up at the normal school hours, which I think that's fine. And I had to work, and I actually don't think I did any schoolwork. Yeah, after that, I came back, and while I was gone, people were screaming BBC, and it was the funniest thing ever. I swear to God, 5 kids got lunch detention because of me. BBC was bring back, and then my first name starts with a C. I'm not going to say it on here unless I don't really know. They were screaming BBC, and like when those 5 kids got lunch detention, they all started whispering BBC. And it was awesome. I created a movement for my retardation. Kids do that instead of doing drugs, because drugs are stupid. And if you don't know that, never mind. So I come back after 8 days. I don't know how they all knew it was an 8-day suspension, but they knew it, what it was. I turned the hallway from the 7th grade and I turned into the 8th grade hallway. There's a line literally of, how many kids are in my grade? Like, I think there's like 200 kids in my grade. No joke. I swear to God, at least half of the kids were waiting for me at the hallway. It was beast because I was getting escorted. I was like, one of the principals was helping me walk down to the locker because he didn't really know what was gonna happen. I didn't really either know. I didn't know either. So he's walking me down, and I turn the hallway and I look up, and there is like literally 100 kids like at my, like, you know how I said I was like, we were halfway down in the 8th grade hallway. They were all standing there in like a perfect line, like, and there were just people behind them. No one could get through, and it was beast because it was all for me, and I felt really important. And so they all start screaming so loud. They were getting complaints in the 6th grade hallway that literally, like, the sound waves had to go, it bounced off of every angle there ever was. So I walk up to like the most popular kid in our school, in our grade, and he goes, "That was legendary." And I was like, I made it. I am a rapper now. I am Rice Gum. And after that, I actually don't think I ever saw the girl again. But at 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 3 years later, I saw her working at McDonald's. So I won. Is it petty? Yes. Am I going to laugh at it afterwards? Sure as hell am. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, that is the story of how I got suspended in 8th grade for ranking a diss track. And this is actually no joke. Some kid at like our rivalry school that's like 5 minutes away from ours, he made a diss track on one of his teachers and got 3-day suspension. I got 8 days suspension. He got 3. It was so retarded. Like, I actually felt like I had a disability. I don't know what that means, but yeah. I've been recording for 30 minutes, 31 minutes exactly right now. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That would surely be appreciated. Let me know if you want to hear any more story time videos in the comments. And yeah, it's been Reload. Later.